Whenever you think about DLCs, one man comes to mind. A man with a spectacular leather jacket. A man responsible for slapping the spoiler kid on a horse. A man that tells me lies, tell me sweet little lies. What if I tell you the dreaded horse armor from Oblivion wasn't the actual first DLC? So we'll get to Todd later. You're not off the hook yet, Toddy. Not yet, boy. DLC, aka downloadable content. In modern gaming terms, quoting Alfred Hitchcock here, if you want the cool stuff, you gotta pay up, boy. Maybe sometimes for free, but most of the time, hell nah, man. And if you don't want to look boring like me, if you want to look fabulous like me, that would be just $9.99 in the item shop, guys. But the first inception of DLC, as in downloadable content, after release goes back to a game called Temple of Apache. Yeah, you're back in 80s again. A CRPG that whenever you got a kill, you got lobotomized as a reward. And yes, somehow it had DLC, as in downloadable content. Now, getting the DLC was an adventure of itself, making you get your 80s colorful ass to, I don't know, Radio Shack or whatever, and getting an ancient relic called floppy these nuts in your PC and downloading it directly on your diabolical 80s gamer rig. And what did you get for all your troubles and all that shit? New levels, new monster. That's new. Fast forward to 90s and Doom comes out and people start to mod the shit out of the game. So you could download these mods, hence downloadable content, hence Albert Hitchcock. Shout out to Albert Hitchcock. Same goes to one of the biggest juggernauts of FPS shooters, CSGO.
The Clash, I mean.
Which, believe it or not, somehow started as a Half-Life mod that you could directly download as in DLC, until the funny Valve headman came in 2000s and was like, oh yeah, nah, we are selling this shit. And now, we are in 2000s. Ooh, baby, where genes prevented you from bending over without exposing half of your ancestry. Sit-ups were mandatory to be even able to walk close to these genes. Belly butterfly tattoos were basically like DLC for your body. Miley Cyrus was still Hannah Montana. Eminem was still Slim Shady. Things were different. And suddenly EA decides to go, yo, what if we take Sims and we sell people 17 different expansion packs, $25 pop. And it worked. People bought all of them on CD-ROMs, no less. And for all the Gen Alpha watching this, CD is basically like a shiny frisbee that you put in your PC and you could download stuff. It was basically DLC, but physical. And by the end, Sims fan needed a whole goddamn shelf to keep up with their virtual people drowning in the pool and, I don't know, having sex with demons. And I really don't know what Sims is about. It confuses me sometimes. But here's the thing, back in PS1 and PS2 era, post-launch content or DLCs weren't that common. Other than my boy Spency here, he decided to sneak some, map packs on Halo 2 on the original Xbox. You usually got everything packed in from day one, so it made games much more rewarding in general. Because instead of buying new skins, you unlock them. Instead of buying new levels, you discovered them. Instead of paying for combat packs or like character packs, you unlock these new characters for free. Games were full of secrets, and I'm talking, I don't know, secret cutscenes, secret weapons, secret outfits, secret side modes, characters, anything basically. They were all buried in the disc like a secret treasure that you could unlock. And with no YouTube guides, no clankers, you had to experiment to unlock these. And this shit made me feel like Sherlock Holmes. Thomas, was it Thomas? James? Dr. Watson? Watson, not even fucking James. What the fuck? What is it? Silent Hill? I mean, I like Resident Evil 2, the original one. Beat both A and B scenario. No healing, no saves. get S rank, and you beat Hunk. God damn, look at that hunk of a man. And beat his campaign, and you suddenly walking as a tofu with a goddamn knife. And here's the thing, none of this was a DLC, it was for free. You could just unlock them by being a genius and discovering shit. That was your badge of honor for your curiosity and your suffering. It basically felt like beating a Dark Souls boss fight. It was that rewarding when you discover something in old games. Now we are in Xbox 360 era, man. Fucking Doritos and shit.
Are you looking forward to this Xbox 360?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting a free one tonight.
Yeah, you wish, Lil John. You ain't getting shit for free no more. And DLCs, as in expansion packs, were starting to become more and more common. Got Call of Duty and its season pass costing more than half of your mortgage, bundling it with the game costing over $100. That is insane. Ballad of Gay Tony, shout out to Yusef.
What's up, my nigga?
I'm gonna stop you right there before my video gets blocked. More map packs, more story DLCs, Red Dead Undead Nightmare. This was like the season pass era of DLCs, basically. But one man is about to cause a butterfly effect. Todd, in 2006, decides to add the infamous horse armor into Oblivion, only for $250, just there to bling up that horse. At the time, this was a pretty steep price for something with zero practical and gameplay value. The equivalent of that would be like, I don't know, strapping LED lights under your donkey. But this shit planted a seed. And publishers everywhere saw this and they started to salivate and rub their hands together, and they thought, well, we don't need to give little Timmy cool skins as reward for free. We can sell it to him. We can sell everything. Oh my god, we can sell everything! This fuck-ass horse DLC was truly the first of what I like to call microtransactions. Now, in universe, there are a couple of things I really fucking hate. Super sexualized Instagram feed, these annoying mobile ads, employment, and evil DLCs. As in microtransactions. As in, even worse, supply drops and battle passes. But on the other side, we have the good DLCs, as in story expansion DLCs. I'm talking Shadow of the Erdtree from Elden Ring. It's so massive that people basically consider it's its own game. The Old Hunters DLC from Bloodborne, goddamn, I would just pay $25 just to listen to the Ludwig's OST, the second phase. Oh my god, that's just like it's every time I play that, I can feel like it's nibbling my earlobes again. Miyazaki, stop that. I'm starting to like this. Doom Eternal DLC, Cyberpunk Phantom Liberty, Witcher 3 Blood and Wine, Undead Nightmare from Red Dead 1, all the DLCs from Dark Souls series, especially Ringed City, the finale of Dark Souls, such a fire DLC. The side stories from Resident Evil 7, I really enjoyed those. The side stories from Far Cry 6 somehow were really cool. The Cuphead DLC, which the devs put, I don't know, 55 dog years into animating that shit. And the Old Hunters DLC. Yeah, I just had to mention it twice, man. That's how much I love that DLC. These DLCs, I would gladly fucking throw my money at them because they add new experiences, new levels, new sections, new chapters, new stories, new weapons, new outfits, everything basically. Not just a slightly shinier skin in the item shop, just there to make you feel superior to the guys that didn't drop $30 on the new collaboration between, I don't know, Osama bin Laden and Evangelion. To put it into perspective, speaking mathematically, the DLC economy is completely fucked. With capital F, fucked. Like, I need to insist, fucked. There are basically only two factors that decide how good a DLC is. Números unos, hours of enjoyment. Números dos, how much content you get out of your buck. Now, so imagine you've been a good little boy and daddy gave you $40. What are you gonna do with that $40? Option A, you could buy Phantom Liberty for $30 and you could get tons of new weapon, a whole new district, 4 endings, hours of content and story, a lot of side missions, insane amount of content. Option B, you could buy the Old Hunter DLC for only $20. New bosses, new levels, new lore, insane weapons, the fucking Oreo weapon. Option C, you could buy Shadow of the Erdtree, and yeah, you already know, there is no explanation needed here. Or with 40 bucks, you could buy 2 skins in all these games that I list behind me right now. Now the year is somewhere around 2012 BC, and free-to-play mobile games start to blow up because of how insanely accessible and free they are, but at a cost of having insanely priced microtransactions in them. Wanna delete a level in Angry Birds? It's too complicated for you? Just drop some money and get the Mighty Eagle. That shit would delete the whole level for you. You wanna skip, I don't know, 7 days upgrading your town hall? That would be a bucket of gems. Thank you very much. Your mom stuck on a Candy Crush level? Don't worry, Jan. That would be 255. You could continue to play that level while the house is fucking burning down, man. Now, this free-to-play model started to sneak its way to games that are not so free-to-play, with this completely unnecessary DLC such as the red orbs in Devil May Cry 5, which it completely fucks up the progression of the game if you decide to buy it for some reason. And worst of it all, surprise mechanics.
As surprise mechanics.
Get a load of this guy. AKA supply drops. AKA gambling machines were born in Advanced Warfare.
Oh, well, okay, technically, actually, it was FIFA and CSGO who got there first.
But this was the moment that it became mainstream. They were basically slot machines aimed at kids, with absurd prices locking all the cool skins and meta-changing weapons behind a paywall, and surprise mechanics. The odds of you pulling a BAL 27 Obsidian Steed were lower than odds of you getting struck by lightning twice in a row. And when YouTubers finally got it after spending, I don't know, $1,000 on it, they reacted like they had their nut surgically removed on camera. This model made Activision truckload of money. I'm talking the junkler on top of the cash from Dark Knight type of money. So of course they doubled down on Black Ops 3, locking game-changing weapons behind the supply drop systems that to this day, a lot of people still don't have them. And other publishers, they looked at Activision and CSGO's homework and they were like, yeah, I want that. Now on top of expansion packs, now we had to worry about supply drops in every game. Halo 5, Overwatch 2, Battlefront 2, FIFA Ultimate Champion. Things got so bad that the government had to step in again to discuss about banning this so-called surprise mechanics. But wait! We're not done yet! One game that was supposed to be an innocent zombie defense game decides to add Battle Royale into the game, and it mutates into Fortnite, Ninja Blade's Fortnite. Guys, I'm not saying it, I'm moving in the back with, I don't know, Peter Griffin and the chicken and, I don't know, American Dad and the doing Power Rangers and Johnny Silverhand. Sabrina Carpenter, I don't know what's happening anymore. This was a defining moment for the free-to-play model on consoles. The mobile game model was emptying its nasty load on AAA games now. And with Season 2 in Fortnite, the beast was out in the wilds. For only 950 V-Bucks, or shillings, or pesos, or I don't know, whatever your currency is, you could be a proud owner of a battle pass with hundreds of tiers to grind. Sure, not as cool as the item shop exclusive stuff, but still pretty decent items in there. And best of all, if you finish the battle pass, you get all your V-Bucks back for the next season. Sounds fucking great, isn't it? But it's not. It's not, man. This single mutation of DLC turned gaming from fun into 9-to-5 job. Battle passes are limited time only. So now you have deadlines in gaming. If you don't finish it in time, you lose the rewards. Also, you lose your money. And suddenly now gaming wasn't about enjoyment anymore. It was about clocking in, doing your challenges, praying that you don't get burnt out before reaching tier 100 over and over and over and over again. And as my epic gamer friend says, causing you to have FOMO, not homo. FOMO as in fear of missing out. They suck you dry, not just of your money but also your time, like Shang Tsung, to keep their live service model going. And with this model being astronomically, disgustingly Jeffrey Bezos rich level of laugh successful, every motherfucking game wanted a piece of that cake by the ocean. And now every game is free, but there's always the battle pass. Look how many games now have a battle pass in it, and probably I'm missing a lot. But this model ruined gaming beyond recognition. Most of the time, there are only 10 good items in the battle pass worth going for, filled with filler content that you don't even need. And it allocates so much of dev time and money and assets and so many talented artists into filling these battle passes every season, every month. So it takes away from the actual game itself. But hey, at least the games are free, am I right? So yeah, am I right? We gotta let that slide, yeah? Anyways, I want to give a massive shout out to Valve for being the real evil masterminds behind everything, because it was not actually Fortnite but Dota 2 in 2013 who invented battle passes. Team Fortress 2 decided to make supply drops, and CSGO decides to make them into a billion-dollar casino. So yeah, Todd Howard planted the seed with the horse armor, but it was actually Gaben who watered it, fertilized it, and grew it into this monetization tree that is choking us all today. I swear all my neighbors think I'm retarded. Anyway, if you excuse me, I need to go clock in and grind the battle pass before the timer expires. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video. I don't know when, probably in a month or two. Thank you, and smash the supply drops subscribe button. Thank you.